Derek always thought buying a house meant freedom. No landlords. No shared walls. No one telling him what color curtains he could hang. He was wrong. The first letter from the HOA arrived 3 days after he moved in. Violation notice number 001. Grass exceeds acceptable height by 0.7 inches. Derek stood in his driveway, letter in hand, staring at his perfectly normal lawn. He even crouched down, pinching a blade of grass like it had personally betrayed him. 0.7 of an inch, he muttered. Are they measuring this with a microscope? He mowed it anyway. That was mistake number 1. The letters kept coming. Violation number 014, trash bin visible from the street, for approximately 11 minutes. Violation number 027, mailbox paint is eggshell, not approved off-white. Violation number 043, Christmas lights still up, on December 27th. Derek tried reasoning. He attended one HOA meeting, big mistake number 2. That's where he met her. Marilyn, president of the HOA. Early 60s, perfectly styled hair, smile like a warning sign. She didn't greet people. She assessed them. When Derek politely questioned the grass rule, she adjusted her glasses and said, "Standards are what keep this neighborhood from descending into chaos." Chaos. Because of grass. Derek tried playing by the rules. He bought a ruler specifically for the lawn. Timed his trash bin placement like it was a military operation. Repainted his mailbox twice. Still, the notices came. Then the fines. Small at first. Then, not small. It stopped being about rules. It became personal. He noticed things. Marilyn's house, the perfect house, had no violations. Ever. Not one. Her hedges were immaculate. Her lawn? Identical height, every blade. Too perfect. Suspiciously perfect. That's when Derek stopped playing defense and started paying attention. He learned the HOA bylaws better than Marilyn herself. Late nights, reading every clause, every footnote. It was boring, until it wasn't. Because buried deep inside Article 12, Section C, Subsection 4, was something interesting. All landscaping must be maintained without the use of non-approved chemical enhancements or artificial growth regulation methods. Derek blinked. Then smiled. 2 days later, Derek borrowed a drone. Nothing fancy. Just enough to hover quietly above Marilyn's backyard. What he saw made him laugh out loud. Hidden behind her pristine hedge line was a setup straight out of a sci-fi lab: irrigation tubes, chemical tanks, automated sprayers. Her lawn wasn't perfect. It was engineered. Derek didn't confront her. No. He waited. He gathered evidence, photos, videos, timestamps. He even got a sample of the runoff water after a light rain and had it tested. Definitely not approved. Then he waited for the next HOA meeting. Marilyn stood at the front as always, clipboard in hand. And finally, she said, "We'll be addressing ongoing violations from Mr. Derek Collins." Actually, Derek said, standing up, "I have something to address first." The room shifted. Marilyn's smile tightened. Derek walked up calmly, placing a folder on the table. Article 12, Section C, he said, loud enough for everyone. Chemical enhancements. Marilyn didn't speak. He opened the folder. Photos slid across the table. Drone shots. Close-ups. Lab results. A murmur spread through the room like a ripple. "You find half this neighborhood over fractions of an inch," Derek continued, while running a backyard science experiment to fake perfection. Silence. Then someone whispered, "Is this real?" Another voice, "We got fined for less than this." Marilyn finally spoke, voice sharp. "This is completely out of context." Derek raised a hand. "Oh, there's context. There's also video." He pressed play. The room watched. And just like that, Marilyn, the Queen of Order, looked small. The fallout was quick. Emergency board vote. Investigation. Marilyn stepped down before she could be removed. The fines? Reversed. Rules? Revised. And Derek? He got a letter in the mail 1 week later. He opened it slowly, expecting the worst out of habit. Instead, notice. Lawn condition, acceptable. Derek stepped outside, looking at his grass, slightly uneven, unapologetically human. He leaned against his mailbox, still eggshell, by the way, and smiled. Freedom, he realized, wasn't about having no rules. It was about knowing when to break the right ones, and when to use them against the people who wrote them.